big win this week for environmental activists around the world, with Somalia's Al-Qaeda-linked terrorist group Al-Shabaab announcing that they have banned single-use plastic bags in areas of the country under its control. But as is so sadly typical of the terrorist group's inhumane tactics, they didn't even provide any free reusable bags to help shoppers make the transition. Have you no sense of decency? Apparently, the terrorist group was concerned that single-use plastic bags pose a serious threat to the well-being of humans and animals alike. Although, when Somalis think of serious threats to their well-being, I don't think plastic bags rate as high on the list as Al-Qaeda-linked terrorist group Al-Shabaab. And at the risk of sounding like I'm offering advice to Al-Shabaab, I think they might be losing their edge as a terrorist organisation a little at this point. I mean, when you've gone from death to the West to reduce, reuse, recycle, I think you need to reevaluate where you're at. And now to Queensland, very much Australia's Somalia, where Pauline Hanson is preferencing an actual Nazi ahead of Liberal and Labor in the Longman by-election. Jim Salayam, and I've no idea if I'm saying his last name right, but I don't care, who wants to end immigration and abolish multiculturalism, has previously denied being a Nazi. But, as you can see in this photo here, he is a Nazi. That's him on the far right, by the way. But all this means he's not just a Nazi, but a liar, which is actually potentially worse. Because it's one thing to tell the Australian voters you want to abolish multiculturalism. Sure, some of them will go for that. But don't lie to us about it, you know? That's almost worse. I mean, it's not, because you're an actual Nazi. That's clearly the worst thing about you. But lying is a clear number 2 on that list. And then the Victorian Liberal Party has caused controversy with a flyer promoting their candidate Daryl Taylor in the apparently not at all safe Labor seat of Keysborough. In defending the ads, a Liberal Party spokesperson said, "Hey, you can't make out the colour of their skin at all. They could be any racial minority." But in bad news for the Liberal Party, it turns out that the photograph they used was actually from an English newspaper called the Evening Standard from all the way back in 2012. Easy mistake to make, though, I guess. You know, that's the thing with these crime gangs. They all look the same.